All right, let's talk about toilets. The French are going to be putting toilets in their kitchens. Yeah, that's right. We've got a little more info for you. So they just changed this law in France. Previously, the law had required that toilets were not directly accessible from living rooms or kitchens. All right. The change to the building code does away with the prohibition of direct communication between the closets and kitchens and living rooms. This will allow contractors to build new toilets in living accommodations. All right, I'm not French, so I don't know exactly what's going on here. So first off, if you're French, please let me know right down below. I personally would not want a toilet in the kitchen.
You filthy, filthy French people.
Yeah. My mom told me shit where you eat.
Oh, I had my shit. I had that joke for later.
Shit, sorry, I jumped on it. Sorry, I did the dumb shit where you eat. God damn it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rubin.
Why?
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Why? Why?
Is it because the population, there's too many people, they're having to build smaller? Hey, put it all in one room, who gives a shit?
So I do think there is some element to that literally the apartments are getting smaller and people are, look, and I lived in New York City in a tiny apartment where, you know, I could basically reach my stove and poop and, you know, reach out the window at the same time. So
multitasking.
Yeah, but it's not, we don't want this. Nobody wants this.
What makes a living room, really? It's where I'm most comfortable and where I can have a snack and just relax. And that's
some light reading.
Yeah, that's also where I'm pooping. A lot of people put TVs in their bathrooms. I'm fine with that.
Really?
Yeah. Like when I go to a hotel and I'm like, there's a TV here. Oh, never leaving.
Right. But isn't there a distinction between the toilet and the living room? Which, if you're watching a basketball game, you don't want to get up. You know, we've all seen those like lazy boys that fake it. Like you could take a dump and watch the game. Yeah. Okay, but that there's some sort of sanitary difference between taking a dump in the living room, which I suppose you can rationalize, and taking a dump in the kitchen. Seems.
Once we started this conversation, it's gone too far. Like, all right, I'll give you a shitting in the living room. All right, fine. That's fine. Yeah. Is the kitchen too far? The living room was too far.
People love lists. I want a top 10 places that you'd like to shit in your house. List.
God, that's so amazing. Like
bedroom. I vote solarium.
Solarium would be nice.
Classy.
A nice poop on the lanai. You knew I was going to get lanai in here. All right, so then last point on this whole silly topic is the West going backwards in a weird way? Like, because of population, and we're packing all these people in to these small places, that now we have to have toilets in kitchens. Like, that's something that maybe they had when you had to cram all these people into a place hundreds of years ago, or 100 years ago, let's say. And now we're sort of going back. So is the West slipping up here?
Yeah, I think not only are they slipping up, but we're going to double, go to 10 billion people by 2050. Not only are they going to put toilets next to refrigerators, but they're going to have to find a way to make it fancy. So I predict they're going to start featuring this in Better Homes and Gardens and in Vanity Fair and make it a super fancy experience because we're not going to have a choice.
Yeah. Ugh. The West, our day's done.
I'm just picturing all the times when I was supposed to cook something and I put something in the pan that I was not supposed to put in there. And if you add poop and pee to that whole list of things at the ready, it's just going to be a bad experience. So yes, the end of Western civilization. By the way,
can we go back to Brett for a second? Because your posture implies that you could, because when you take a poop, you're supposed to be and you're sitting very kind of.
Oh, I can poop wherever, however.
Yeah.
Honestly, my girlfriend gets really mad at me because some girls have problems with getting it out, but I do whatever and never. I'll go 4 times a day. I don't care.
Do you think
play Candy Crush and it's out?
Do you think the toilet people will team up with the crock pot people and maybe go into business?
All right, I've had just about enough of this topic.